What if the secret to transforming your life wasn't some grand overhaul, but a handful of tiny 5-minute habits? Imagine the ripple effects, small actions leading to massive change. Sounds too good to be true? Let's dive in. We're not talking about major life overhauls or crazy morning routines. These are quick, high-impact habits that take almost no time but deliver massive results. In this video, I'm sharing 10 short habits that have an outsized return on your productivity, happiness, and health. These are small actions that compound over time, helping you feel more in control, more focused, and even more confident, without adding stress to your day. And trust me, habit 1 is the one most people completely ignore, but it has the biggest impact. Habit 10, the 5-minute rule. Stop procrastinating instantly. Imagine this. You're sitting at your desk and you notice an unread email from a colleague. You quickly scan the subject line and think, I'll get to it later. Then, you glance at your workspace. It's a little messy, but cleaning it up can wait, right? After all, these things aren't urgent. But here's the problem. These tiny, seemingly insignificant tasks pile up. That email you put off, it turns into a mountain of unread messages. That clutter on your desk, it starts creeping into your mental space, making everything feel overwhelming. And suddenly, you're drowning in a to-do list that could have been handled in minutes. This is where the 5-minute rule changes everything. The concept is simple. If a task takes less than 5 minutes, do it immediately. No delay, no second guessing. Just take action. Why? Because these small tasks don't just waste time when ignored. They create a psychological burden. When you repeatedly put off simple actions, your brain registers them as unfinished business, which adds to your stress and mental clutter. But when you tackle these small tasks as they arise, you prevent them from becoming larger issues. Let's break it down with some real-life examples. Suppose you get a quick email that requires a short response. Instead of flagging it for later and letting your inbox become a black hole of unread messages, reply right then and there. If you notice a cup sitting on your desk, rather than letting it sit for hours or days, take 10 seconds to put it in the sink. Need to schedule a dentist appointment? Don't push it to someday. Grab your phone and book it now. These actions take mere moments, yet they eliminate unnecessary stress. But here's the real magic of this habit. Once you start implementing it, you gain momentum. Instead of feeling bogged down by small tasks, you feel a sense of accomplishment throughout the day. And this momentum leads to bigger actions. Suddenly, you're not just clearing clutter. You're setting the stage for a more productive and organized life. So starting today, whenever you catch yourself thinking, I'll do this later, stop and ask, will this take less than 5 minutes? If the answer is yes, do it immediately. Your future self will thank you. Habit 9. Daily 5-minute reflection, the shortcut to self-improvement. We spend so much of our lives reacting, rushing from one task to the next, answering emails, running errands, meeting deadlines. But how often do we actually pause and ask ourselves, am I moving in the right direction? What's working in my life? What's not? Most people don't take the time to reflect, and as a result, they keep repeating the same mistakes, stuck in the same cycles. That's where the 5-minute reflection habit comes in. Every day, take just 5 minutes, whether in the morning, before bed, or even during a break, to check in with yourself. You can do this by journaling, sitting quietly in thought, or even talking out loud to yourself. Yes, it works. The key is to create a brief yet consistent moment of self-awareness in your day. Why is this so powerful? Because self-reflection leads to better decision-making. When you take time to analyze your thoughts, actions, and emotions, you become more intentional about your choices. Instead of running on autopilot, you start noticing patterns, both good and bad. Maybe you realize you're procrastinating too much. Maybe you notice that certain activities bring you joy while others drain you. By reflecting daily, you can make small adjustments that lead to big improvements over time. So, what should you actually reflect on? You don't need to overcomplicate it. Just ask yourself 2 simple questions. 1. What went well today? 2. What could I improve? These 2 questions alone can transform your mindset. By focusing on what went well, you cultivate gratitude and positivity. Even on a bad day, there's always something good. Maybe you had a great conversation, completed a task, or simply made it through a tough moment. Recognizing these small wins rewires your brain for success. Then, by considering what could be improved, you give yourself a roadmap for growth. Did you waste too much time on your phone? Did you snap at someone out of frustration? Were you unproductive? Instead of beating yourself up, use this as a chance to course correct. The goal isn't to be perfect, it's to be aware and make gradual changes. Here's an example of a 5-minute reflection session. Today, I had a great workout, and I felt really energized afterward. I also finished an important project at work, which felt amazing. But I also spent way too much time scrolling social media when I could have been reading. Tomorrow, I'll put my phone away during focused work time. See how simple that is? It's just a quick check-in, but over time, these micro adjustments shape a better version of you. If you want to take it a step further, keep a small notebook or use a note-taking app to track your reflections. Over weeks and months, you'll start seeing patterns emerge. You'll notice what habits contribute to your happiness and success, and which ones hold you back. The beauty of this habit is that it requires almost no time, yet it has an incredible return on investment. 5 minutes of reflection per day adds up to over 30 hours of self-awareness per year. Imagine how much insight you can gain in that time. So tonight, before you go to bed, take 5 minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, what went well? What can I improve? This one habit alone can change the trajectory of your life. Habit 8. Cold exposure. Wake up your body and mind. Instantly. At first glance, the idea of willingly exposing yourself to cold water might sound ridiculous. Who wants to be uncomfortable? Especially first thing in the morning. Most people crave warmth and comfort, hitting snooze on their alarm or lingering in a hot shower. But what if I told you that a few seconds of cold exposure could supercharge your day, boosting your energy, sharpening your focus, and even improving your mental resilience? Cold exposure, whether through a cold shower or simply splashing your face with cold water, activates your body's natural stress response in a controlled way. The sudden drop in temperature triggers an increase in norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that enhances alertness and improves mood. This is why people who take cold showers often report feeling wide awake, refreshed, and even euphoric afterward. It's like hitting a reset button for your nervous system. But beyond just waking you up, cold exposure builds resilience. When you willingly step into discomfort, even for just 30 seconds, you train your mind to handle stress better. Think about it. If you can endure a blast of freezing water first thing in the morning, you're subconsciously telling yourself, I can handle discomfort. I can push through challenges. Over time, this practice strengthens your mental toughness, making you more adaptable in other areas of life, whether it's dealing with a tough work situation, a difficult conversation, or unexpected setbacks. The best part? You don't need to go all in right away. If the idea of an ice-cold shower sounds unbearable, start small. At the end of your regular warm shower, turn the water to cold for just 30 seconds. Breathe through it, and focus on relaxing your body rather than tensing up. Over time, you can gradually increase the duration. If even that feels too intense, begin by splashing cold water on your face in the morning. This alone can jolt your system awake and give you the same energizing benefits. Beyond the mental and energy-boosting advantages, cold exposure has incredible health benefits. It improves circulation, reduces inflammation, and may even strengthen your immune system. Some studies suggest that people who take regular cold showers get sick less often. So not only are you training your mind, but you're also fortifying your body. If you're looking for a quick, powerful way to wake up, feel sharper, and toughen your mindset, cold exposure is an absolute game changer. It's uncomfortable, yes, but that's the point. Discomfort is where growth happens. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for that cup of coffee, try ending your shower with 30 seconds of cold water. It might just become your new secret weapon for tackling the day. Habit 7. The 1-minute rule for relationships. Strengthen connections in seconds. In today's fast-paced world where texts are left on read, calls go unanswered, and everyone seems too busy, it's easy to take our relationships for granted. We assume people know how much we appreciate them. But when's the last time you actually told someone? This is where the 1-minute rule for relationships comes in. Every day, take just 1 minute to send a message of appreciation to someone you care about. Why is this so powerful? Because relationships thrive on small, consistent acts of kindness. You don't need grand gestures or lengthy phone calls. Just a simple intentional message can make a huge impact. Think about how you feel when someone unexpectedly compliments you or tells you they appreciate you. It's uplifting, right? That's exactly what you're giving to someone else. The best part? It takes almost no time. In under 60 seconds, you can type out a quick text. Hey, I just wanted to say I really appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. I was thinking about how much you helped me last week. Just wanted to say thanks. It really meant a lot. You always know how to make people smile. Just wanted to remind you that you're awesome. Simple. Director. No overthinking. But the benefits don't stop at making someone else feel good. This habit also makes you happier. Research in psychology has repeatedly shown that expressing gratitude strengthens social bonds and increases your own sense of well-being. When you take a moment to appreciate someone, you're actively shifting your focus toward the positive aspects of your relationships. This naturally makes you feel more connected, valued, and fulfilled. This habit also has a compounding effect. The more you express appreciation, the more others feel encouraged to do the same. Imagine if, because of your 1-minute message, someone decides to send a kind note to their friend or family member. Kindness spreads, and you never know how far your simple act will ripple out into the world. And let's talk about longevity. Studies show that people with strong social connections live longer, healthier lives. Relationships are a crucial factor in happiness and mental well-being. In fact, the longest-running Harvard study on human happiness found that the quality of our relationships is the single biggest predictor of long-term happiness and health. Not money, not success, not status, relationships. So if 1 minute a day can strengthen the bonds that make life meaningful, isn't it worth it? Here's a challenge. Right now, before you move on to the next habit, take 60 seconds and send a message to someone you appreciate. It could be a friend, a partner, a mentor, or even a coworker. Let them know you're thinking of them. Not only will it brighten their day, but you'll instantly feel more connected too. This habit is proof that the smallest actions often have the biggest returns. So, who are you going to message today? Habit 6. The next day setup. Win tomorrow before it even starts. Most people wake up and immediately step into chaos. The alarm goes off, and before they even get out of bed, their mind is already racing. What do I need to do today? Where do I start? What's the most important thing? This mental clutter leads to a sluggish morning, decision fatigue, and a constant feeling of playing catch-up. But what if, instead of waking up in a fog of uncertainty, you could start the day with clarity and momentum? That's exactly what the next day setup does. It's a simple habit. Spend just 3 to 5 minutes before bed planning out your priorities for tomorrow. This tiny investment of time has a massive return on productivity, focus, and stress reduction. Why is this so powerful? Because it eliminates morning decision fatigue. Every day, we make hundreds, if not thousands, of decisions. From what to wear to what to eat to what tasks to tackle first. When you start your day unsure of what to focus on, you waste precious mental energy trying to figure it out. By setting your priorities the night before, you wake up with a clear plan, allowing you to jump into action without hesitation. Here's how to do it effectively. Write down 3 main priorities for tomorrow. Not 10, not 15, just 3. These should be the 3 tasks that will make the biggest impact on your goals. They don't have to be massive, but they should be meaningful. Think of it this way. If you could only accomplish 3 things tomorrow, what would they be? For example, your list might look like this. Finish and submit the project report, go to the gym for a 45-minute workout call, and check in on a family member. That's it. Simple, clear, and actionable. Now, when you wake up, you already know what to focus on. Instead of wasting time scrolling through emails or procrastinating, you immediately start making progress. But the benefits don't stop at productivity. The next day setup also reduces stress and improves sleep. When your brain doesn't have lingering thoughts about what needs to get done tomorrow, you fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply. It's like closing all the mental tabs in your brain before shutting down for the night. Instead of tossing and turning with unfinished thoughts, you rest easy, knowing that tomorrow's plan is already in place. To take this habit even further, you can combine it with a brief review of your day. Before writing your priorities, take a moment to reflect. What did I accomplish today? What worked well? What can I improve tomorrow? This self-awareness loop helps you continuously refine your approach to productivity and personal growth. The beauty of this habit is that it takes almost no time but completely shifts how your day unfolds. Just 3 to 5 minutes of planning at night can lead to hours of increased efficiency the next day. Try it tonight. Write down your top 3 priorities before bed and experience the difference when you wake up already knowing what to do. Habit 5. The 2-minute gratitude practice. The simple habit that rewires your brain. In today's world, where we're constantly bombarded with stress, distractions, and negativity, it's easy to fall into a scarcity mindset, always focusing on what's missing, what's wrong, or what's not going well. But what if I told you that spending just 2 minutes a day focusing on gratitude could literally rewire your brain for positivity, resilience, and happiness? That's the power of the 2-minute gratitude practice. The concept is simple. Every day, take 2 minutes to either write down or say aloud 3 things you're grateful for. That's it. Just 2 minutes. But the impact is profound. Why does this work? Because our brains are wired to focus on potential threats and problems. This was useful for our ancestors who needed to survive in dangerous environments, but in modern life, it often leads to unnecessary stress and negativity. Practicing gratitude shifts your brain's focus. Instead of constantly looking for what's wrong, you train yourself to notice what's right. The science behind this is fascinating. Studies in positive psychology and neuroscience have shown that regular gratitude practice physically changes the brain. It increases the production of dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters responsible for feelings of happiness and well-being. Over time, your brain becomes more efficient at recognizing positive experiences, leading to an overall increase in happiness and life satisfaction. So how do you implement this habit? It's incredibly simple. Every day, just write down or say 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be profound or life-changing. In fact, the smaller, the better. For example, I'm grateful for my health, my family, and this cup of coffee. I'm grateful for the sunshine today, the friendly cashier at the store, and the fact that I got through my to-do list. I'm grateful for the book I'm reading, my comfortable bed, and the call I had with an old friend. That's it. No overthinking, no pressure. Just 2 minutes of gratitude. But here's the real magic. The more you do this, the more you naturally start noticing things to be grateful for throughout the day. You begin to appreciate the small moments. The way your coffee smells in the morning, a kind smile from a stranger, the feeling of fresh air on your face. Instead of taking things for granted, you become more present and appreciative. And it's not just about feeling good. It's about resilience. Gratitude makes you mentally stronger. When you consistently practice gratitude, even on tough days, you're able to find something positive. This builds emotional resilience, helping you handle stress, setbacks, and challenges with a more balanced perspective. If you want to make this habit even more powerful, write your gratitude down in a journal. Keeping a gratitude journal allows you to look back over time and see how many great things have happened in your life. It becomes a written record of positivity that you can revisit whenever you need a boost. So, starting tonight, take just 2 minutes before bed to list 3 things you're grateful for. It might feel small at first, but over time, this habit has the power to transform your mindset, reduce stress, and increase your overall happiness. Try it for a week and see how it shifts your perspective. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a practice. And when you practice it daily, your entire outlook on life changes. Habit 4. Digital detox moments. Reclaim your focus in a world of distraction. We live in a world where screens dominate our waking hours. From the moment we wake up to the second we fall asleep, we're bombarded with notifications, emails, social media updates, and endless streams of content. While technology is a powerful tool, it also comes with a huge downside. It hijacks our attention, strains our eyes, and leaves us mentally drained. This is why digital detox moments are essential. Taking just 5 minutes every hour to step away from screens can reset your brain, improve focus, and even spark creativity. Most people don't realize how much time they spend staring at screens. Studies show that the average person spends over 7 hours a day looking at digital devices. The result? Chronic eye strain, mental fatigue, reduced attention span, and a decline in deep thinking. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to concentrate on a task after binge scrolling social media? That's because excessive screen use overstimulates the brain, making it harder to focus and process information effectively. But here's the good news. You don't need to quit technology to reclaim your focus. You just need short, intentional breaks. The 5-minute digital detox rule is simple. Every hour, step away from screens for at least 5 minutes. This short reset helps your brain recover from information overload and prevents eye strain. More importantly, it gives your mind the space it needs to wander, a key ingredient for creativity and problem solving. So, what should you do during these breaks? Here are some simple but powerful ways to reset. Stand up and stretch. Sitting for long periods is bad for circulation and posture. A quick stretch improves blood flow and keeps you energized. Look out the window. Gazing into the distance helps reduce eye strain caused by staring at screens up close for too long. Bonus: natural light boosts mood. Breathe deeply. Just 5 deep breaths can lower stress and reset your nervous system. Try box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Take a short walk. Walking, even for just a few minutes, increases blood circulation and stimulates creativity. Some of the best ideas come when you step away from work. Drink water or grab a healthy snack. Hydration and nutrition play a big role in energy levels and focus. Take a break to fuel your body. If you're worried about forgetting, set a timer or use the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 to 50 minutes, then take a 5 to 10-minute break. Your brain works better in cycles of focus and rest, rather than continuous, screen-heavy work sessions. And here's something fascinating. Many of history's greatest thinkers swore by short mental breaks. Albert Einstein often took walks when stuck on a problem. Steve Jobs was known for taking long, screen-free walks to stimulate creativity. These moments of intentional disconnection allow your mind to make connections, leading to fresh insights and better decision-making. So starting today, commit to 5-minute digital detox moments every hour. Your eyes, brain, and creativity will thank you. Habit 3, power posture. Unlock confidence in seconds. Think about the last time you felt truly confident. Maybe you nailed a presentation, walked into a room feeling great, or had a conversation where you just knew you were in control. Now, what if I told you that you could trigger that feeling instantly just by adjusting your posture? This is the power of body language. The way you hold yourself doesn't just influence how others perceive you. It directly affects how you feel. Research in psychology shows that your posture can increase confidence, lower stress, and even change the way your brain functions. Here's how it works. When you stand tall, with your shoulders back and chest open, your body sends signals to your brain that you are powerful, in control, and ready for action. This is what psychologists call power posing. On the flip side, when you slouch, shrink, or fold inward, your body sends the opposite message, making you feel small, uncertain, or even anxious. This isn't just theoretical, it's backed by science. A famous study from Harvard psychologist Amy Cuddy found that holding a power pose for just 2 minutes can increase testosterone, the confidence hormone, and decrease cortisol, the stress hormone. In other words, simply standing in a strong, open posture can physically change your brain chemistry, making you feel more assertive and less stressed. So how do you use power posture in daily life? Before any situation where you need confidence, whether it's a meeting, an interview, a social event, or even just a tough conversation, take 30 seconds to stand in a strong, confident stance. Here's what to do. Stand tall. Feet shoulder-width apart, back straight, head high. Roll your shoulders back. This instantly makes you feel more open and in control. Open up your chest. Avoid crossing your arms or hunching over. Take a deep breath. Breathe in slowly, filling your lungs completely. Exhale with control. Hold this stance for at least 30 seconds. If you have time, go for 2 minutes to maximize the confidence-boosting effects. You can do this anywhere. In an elevator, in the bathroom before a big meeting, even at your desk before an important call. The key is to make it intentional. And it's not just for professional settings. Use power posture in everyday life. When you're feeling nervous about social interactions, when you need motivation before a workout, when you're about to step into a room full of people, when you're having a bad day and need an instant mindset shift. A simple habit takes seconds but has an immediate impact. It's like a mental reset button that tells your brain, I've got this. And here's the best part. Over time, power posture becomes second nature. The more you practice standing confidently, the more naturally you'll start carrying yourself that way. until confidence becomes your default state. So the next time you're feeling unsure, stressed, or nervous, don't just let your thoughts spiral. Use your body to change your mind. Stand tall, take a deep breath, and own the moment. Confidence isn't just something you feel, it's something you do. Habit 2. Micro movement breaks. Unlock more energy in just 1 to 2 minutes. If you've ever felt sluggish in the middle of the day, your eyes heavy, your body stiff, your mind struggling to focus, you're not alone. Most people assume that fatigue is just a natural part of work or daily responsibilities, but often it's not lack of energy that's the problem. It's lack of movement. Our bodies are designed to move, but modern life forces us into long periods of sedentary stillness. Sitting at a desk, driving, staring at screens. We're motionless for hours at a time, and this leads to decreased circulation, stiffness, and mental fatigue. The good news? You don't need an intense workout to counteract this. Just 1 to 2 minutes of micro movement every hour can completely shift your energy, productivity, and mood. The science is clear. Movement isn't just good for physical health. It directly impacts cognitive function. When you move, your blood flow increases, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your brain. This sharpens focus, boosts creativity, and prevents that dreaded afternoon slump. Studies show that even short bursts of movement improve memory, concentration, and problem-solving skills. So what does this habit look like in real life? Every hour, take just 1 to 2 minutes to move your body. Set a timer as a reminder. It doesn't have to be complicated, just something to break up long periods of stillness. Here are some easy ways to incorporate micro movements. Stand up and stretch, reach up, touch your toes, twist side to side. This relieves tension and resets your posture. Walk around. Even a short walk around your room or office improves circulation. Bonus points if you get some fresh air. Jumping jacks or body weight exercises. 10 to 20 jumping jacks, squats, or push-ups can instantly wake you up. Neck and shoulder rolls. Most people carry tension in their upper body. Roll out the stiffness and relax. Deep breathing combined with movement. Take slow, deep breaths while stretching or walking to amplify the effects. If you want to make this a habit, use technology to your advantage. Set an hourly reminder on your phone or use a Pomodoro timer, 25 to 50 minutes of work followed by a short movement break. The key is consistency. Small, frequent movement is better than one long workout at the end of the day. Think of this as a way to hack your energy levels. Instead of pushing through fatigue, you proactively prevent it. By moving every hour, you stay sharp, energized, and productive all day long. So, stand up right now. Yes, right now. And do a quick stretch. See how much better you feel in just a few seconds. Habit 1. 1 deep breath before reacting. Master your emotions in an instant. How many times have you sent an email, text, or reply in the heat of the moment, only to regret it later? Or maybe someone annoyed you, cut you off in traffic, criticized your work, or said something hurtful, and before you even thought about it, you snapped back. We've all been there. Reacting impulsively is human nature, but it often leads to unnecessary conflict, stress, and regret. The solution? 1 deep breath before reacting. It sounds too simple to be effective, but this tiny pause has an enormous impact. It gives your brain a moment to switch from mode to responsive mode. Instead of saying or doing something you'll regret, you gain a fraction of a second of clarity. Just enough time to choose a better, calmer, more effective response. Here's why this works. When we're triggered, whether by stress, frustration, or anxiety, our fight or flight system takes over. The brain perceives a threat, even if it's just an annoying coworker or a rude email, and we react instinctively, often emotionally. But taking 1 deep breath interrupts this automatic response. It signals to your nervous system that you're not in danger, allowing your logical brain, the prefrontal cortex, to regain control. Let's break it down into a simple, repeatable process. Pause. Before you speak, type, or react, stop for just 1 second. Take a deep breath. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Then exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Reevaluate. Ask yourself, what's the best way to handle this? Will my response make things better or worse? This tiny habit can be life-changing. It improves communication, prevents unnecessary conflict, and reduces stress. Instead of regretting an emotional outburst, you respond with intention and control. Here are some real-life situations where this habit is invaluable. Before responding to a frustrating email, instead of firing back a passive-aggressive reply, take a deep breath and choose a calm, professional response. Before reacting to criticism, instead of getting defensive, breathe, process, and respond constructively. Before engaging in an argument, one deep breath can be the difference between escalating a situation and resolving it peacefully. Before making a big decision, a quick pause allows you to think clearly rather than react impulsively. One of the best examples of this habit in action is Warren Buffett's 20-second rule. He's known for waiting at least 20 seconds before responding to tough questions or important decisions. This simple delay allows him to process information rationally rather than reacting emotionally. The best part? This habit takes literally 1 second, but its impact lasts a lifetime. Over time, it rewires your brain to be more thoughtful, composed, and emotionally intelligent. So the next time you feel a surge of frustration, impatience, or stress, pause, take a deep breath, and respond rather than react. You'll be amazed at how much more in control you feel. There you have it. 10 short habits that have a massive return on life. None of these take more than a few minutes, yet they transform the way you think, feel, and operate on a daily basis. The 5-minute rule kills procrastination instantly. Daily reflection builds self-awareness and growth. Cold exposure toughens your mind and boosts energy. The 1-minute relationship rule deepens connections effortlessly. Next day setup eliminates morning stress. Gratitude practice rewires your brain for happiness. Digital detox moments improve focus and creativity. Power posture gives you confidence on demand. Micro movement breaks keep your body and brain energized. And one deep breath before reacting helps you master your emotions. Remember, it's the small habits, done consistently, that create massive results over time. Pick just one habit to start with today and watch how quickly it improves your life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which habit are you going to try first? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more game-changing tips. Until next time, take action, stay consistent, and keep leveling up.